Yo, what is happening, guys? Nathan here once again, and today we're going to be talking about the Smithers District Chamber of Commerce Business Directory. So this is actually a project that we did so that we could help benefit the local businesses in Smithers and help get you guys found, give you some good value for your membership, and I'm going to show you as to why this is so beneficial for all members of the Chamber of Commerce. And if you're not a member of the Chamber of Commerce, then this video should share with you as to how beneficial this is. So as you can see, we're on the Smithers District Chamber of Commerce website here, and then if I come up to the top, you're going to see that I click onto the business directory, and then this is going to take us to the business directory. Now there's a few things that we can do here. We can actually drag this map around, and it's really handy. We can come into here. I can actually click, see this blue that is right here, right there? I can actually click onto that and it'll actually expand for me. And so it'll open up. We got McBike Sport. I'm pretty sure they're a chamber member. I don't know. Let me click onto them. Let me see what we've got. So we click, oh yeah. So they are a chamber member, and as you can see, we've got a lot of information about them. We've got whole bunch of stuff, which is really good. We got a little badge here that shows that they are a chamber member. And then, oops, let me zoom back out here. So let's go back. If I go back, I can type something in as well. So let's say if I'm looking for a coffee shop, I can type in coffee, and then I'm gonna get a few different options here. We've got Wildfire Restaurant, that's a brand new one, Two Sisters Cafe, Paul's Bakery. We got different options here. And as you can see, there's the pin will actually bounce. If you can see it on the map, you can see that the pin will actually bounce there. But once again, I can click into here, it's gonna expand, and then there's Paul's Bakery right there. And then here is Wildfire Restaurant. So I can come into here, you've got their logo. Now, what you're seeing, you can see that they've got images. They got beautiful images here. Looks like a fun team, looks like a great place. I don't think I've been here since it's been switched over to Wildfire. But as you can see, you've got a lot of information here, a lot of different things here. And I'm going to explain to you as to why this is so important, especially this day and age of artificial intelligence. We've all got AI on our phones now. We've got it on our computers. We've got it everywhere. You just pick up your device, you talk to it, you say, hey, where's a great place that I can bring the family? Never been to Smithers before. This is the kind of food that we like. And you know, we've got somebody who doesn't like fish, we got somebody who likes burgers, we got somebody who's a picky eater. What's a good place that we could actually go and visit while we're visiting in Smithers? And depending on how you fill out your business listing, you may get recommended by AI. You talk to your AI, and I may even just give you an example of that later. But that is why you want to fill this information out. We'll talk more about it, but I'm going to show you some other things as to what we've got going on here. Okay, so what you are looking at here, this is actually what's called Google Search Console, as you can see up in the top left corner there. Google Search Console. This is one of the things that you have to have on your website because it gives you so much information and so much data about your website. So if you imagine your website it's a place where potential clients, customers, patients can find you. And so you want to know, how are they finding you? What are they doing when they go to Google, and what are they typing in order to find you? So this is the past 16 months of the Smithers Chamber of Commerce website. And so this includes the business directory. I'm going to show you as to what people are searching for when they go to Google. So here we've got the top keywords that people are going to Google and they're typing in, and they are getting onto the business directory, or in general, the Smithers Chamber of Commerce website. So the number one keyword that people are typing in is Smithers Chamber of Commerce. So they're going to Google and they're typing in Smithers Chamber of Commerce, and then they're clicking search in Google. That's what they're doing. That's what I can see right here. The next one, this dates back to Wednesday, March 26th of 2025. And the next one is Rustica Bakery Smithers. So people are going, so here, let's actually do that ourselves. So this is how people are finding this business directory. So if I come here and I open up a incognito window, I'm not logged into this Google, I type this keyword in. You may not be able to see that, it may be pretty small, but I'm typing in Rustica Bakery Smithers. Now here you've got a different plethora of information here. Now if you know these folks in Smithers, they don't have a website, but what they do have is they have an Instagram, and that's the very first result that you see, Rustica Wood-Fired Bakery. Okay, the second place that they are being found is the Smithers Chamber of Commerce. That's the business directory. So this is the second most searched keyword that is getting people onto the business directory of the Smithers Chamber of Commerce. So if they weren't here, that means they wouldn't have this. They wouldn't be getting that traffic there. So if somebody heard about, like, hey, you gotta check out this Rustica Wood-Fired Bakery. They're amazing sourdough. They're amazing baking items. Like, it's delicious. Okay, I'm a huge fan. They click here, okay, and then they've got their business listing. They could actually fill it out a little bit more. I'm pretty sure they were, or maybe they aren't. They haven't claimed their listing, okay? They haven't claimed their listing. So that is one thing, they haven't claimed it. So, but this is the second most searched keyword, Rustica Bakery Smithers, that gets people to the business directory. Because that's what your potential clients, customers, and patients, that's what they're doing. They're going to Google and they're typing something into Google, and then they're being presented, as you can see here, with results, search results. You use Google, I use Google, we all use Google, we all use these search engines, Bing, DuckDuckGo, whatever you name, we all use them. And that's why Search Console is so important, is because I can see exactly how people are getting to the business directory and how beneficial this is. So the second one, we've got Smithers Bakery. So people are coming to, once again, so people are going to Google and they are typing in Smithers Bakery. Let's try it ourselves. So I'm just going to take this. This is the third keyword. And then what we're presented with is Paul's Bakery. The very first listing is Paul's Bakery. We even have the map listing over on the right hand side, as you can see, Paul's Bakery. And then the first result is the Facebook page, and then the second result is the Smithers Chamber of Commerce business directory. So we click onto this and we are brought here to a beautiful photo of a double rainbow. If you know the video, you know it. And so we got some photos. We've got their verified badge as a Chamber of Commerce member. We've got a big description, detailed, of what they have, what they're known for. Okay, we've got their address. If we want to check out their Facebook, if we want to check out their website, they could even add in their Instagram or whatever other social media. Apparently they haven't claimed their listing. It'd be good if they claimed their listing, because they can do whatever they want to this thing. They can add videos, they can add more photos, they can edit their description, they can do all kinds of stuff. So this is the third most searched keyword, which is Smithers Bakery. People are going to Google, typing in Smithers Bakery, they're landing on the business directory. So that means if you are not on the Smithers Chamber of Commerce business directory with updated information, beautiful photos, contact information, your address, your phone, your social media, all that kind of stuff, if you do not have a fully fledged, built out business listing that comes included with your Chamber of Commerce membership, then that means you're basically throwing money out the window. You are leaving money on the table. You have no way of people finding you, no way of people getting a hold of you. And so this is showing me how beneficial, how beneficial this is. So now the most visited pages in the past 16 months. I can see this all through Google Search Console as well. So I can show this to you. And the number one page that is visited on the business directory is Rustica Wood-Fired Bakery. That is the number one page. It has been visited over close to 1,000 times. 1,000 times. Like that is huge. So if there are, so you have to imagine what your potential customer, client, or patient is doing. They're going to Google. They are wondering, hey, I've never been to this Rustica place. What is their social media? What are their goods look like? What do they offer? Do they offer catering? What kind of services do they offer? Do they have a storefront? Like, what is it? Because they don't have a website, they have social media, but social media is great. However, it doesn't tell you the whole story. It doesn't tell you all the information. So sometimes we want to go to a place and find out that they do catering, find out where we can get their products, find out if they have a storefront, what kind of events do they do, all these different kinds of things. We get that information from a business listing if they do not have a website. Now, the second most visited page is just the homepage of the Smithers District Chamber of Commerce. So it's kind of crazy that the Rustica Wood-Fired Bakery page gets the most visits versus the homepage of the Chamber of Commerce website. Like, to me, that's crazy. Most of the time, it's your homepage that is getting the most visits. And here, it's the Rustica Wood-Fired Bakery. So, and as we saw, if I open that back up, as we saw, they haven't claimed their listing and they have no photos. All they have is just this. They have some text in here, and that is it. That is it. So they could really benefit greatly, because how many of those folks who visited there actually visited, purchased, whatever it is? And we're just talking about the bakery. Let's go down the list. The next one here, this one's actually really good, because depending on what you do can determine just how much value this business listing on the Chamber of Commerce directory can be for you. So as for a bakery, this could equal a few $100 extra a month, because people are visiting the directory, finding you, and contacting you through there. Now, this next one is actually Ultimate West Coast Training. This is a commercial driver training. So let's actually go, okay? Let's actually go to Google. I'm gonna go to Google, okay? So let's go, and I'm gonna show you something here. So let's say I was looking for commercial driver training. This is huge, because I don't know if you know how much commercial driver training is. It is expensive. It is very expensive. For these folks to be the second most visited business directory listing on the Chamber of Commerce directory is huge. So I'm going to put commercial driver training Smithers. I'm going to type that in. And the very first listing is Ultimate West Coast Training. Now, this is huge. These guys don't have a website, okay? Or do they? I think they used to. They used to not. Let me see. West Coast Training. Contact. This. Oh, perfect. Okay, so they do have a website now. That is fantastic. Okay, so they got a website now. That is fantastic, okay? Because they didn't have a website before. But look at this. The Smithers Chamber of Commerce business directory listing outranks their website. Like, that is huge. Your website should be the number one thing, and then your Facebook pages, your Instagram pages, your business listings, like all that. But because I know I know why this ranks number one, but to have that as number one when you're looking for commercial driver training, Smithers, And the business listing on the Smithers Chamber of Commerce outranks your business's website. That says something right there. And I know exactly why. It's because of all the technical stuff that we put together on the business directory so that it is high ranking, and that's proof right there. So super, super cool. So really, really cool. But here's the thing with this. Like I said, commercial driver training is super expensive, and these guys have got what, 347? They've had 347 visits to their business listing. So 347 visits, people who I can even come into here and I can see what keywords people actually were searching for. So people were searching for things like, let's say, West Coast training, West Coast driver training, driving school air brakes, driving school Smithers, it's a good one. Truck driver training BC, it's a good one. ICBC Smithers, air brake course near me, West Coast training. Let's go here. Class 1 driving school. Basically, people are going to Google, they're typing in, I need commercial driver training, I need air brake, I need the melt course, whatever it is. And even if 3% of 350 people, what is that? 3 times 9 times, could have been 12 people. You could have generated 12 sales, 12 conversions, 12 new clients, customers, patients from this business directory. And so that is huge. And that comes with your Chamber of Commerce business, Chamber of Commerce membership. So that is huge. It's absolutely huge. So let me go back, okay? So I can actually go back and then, oh, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Okay, so back to pages. The next one that we've got is Aqua North Plumbing and Heating. So people are going to Google and they're landing onto the Aqua North Plumbing and Heating. I can actually open this page up. Let me open this page up here. So this is where people are coming to. So they've got, once again, detailed information here. They've got they could add some photos. They are claimed, which is great. Some photos would be great. And map, do I have a map? Oh, perfect. We got them on the map. Beautiful. So that is huge. How much do plumbers make? Like, these guys are the the third most popular page on the Smithers District Chamber of Commerce. Who knows how many thousands of dollars this business directory listing has actually gotten for them, because we all know plumbing and heating is not cheap. So that's huge. Daddy-O's Family Restaurant, well, Daddy-O's is actually the other one, so that should redirect to Wildfire, just like that. So that's fine. Paul's Bakery, the Designery, that's an architect, I'm pretty sure. Let's actually click onto that. So the Designery, being an architect, architecture, not 100% sure, but still, even if one person out of all the people who visited this page and was looking for something, they want to design a new home, they want to design a business, they want to buy a building or whatever it is, they come here and they click into here, click that phone, and they turn into a client. Your Chamber of Commerce membership just paid for itself 10 times over, okay? Because you had this, because people were searching for what it is that you offered. They found you through the Smithers Chamber of Commerce directory listing, and then they converted. What else do we have here? Smithers Burritos and More. That's actually a new one. Oh, that's a new one, and they've got a whole ton of visits. Like, that's cool to see that they are there. Let's actually open that one up because they are new. Let's double check on them. These are all the pages. These are all the top pages. Let's go to Burritos and More. I can open these guys up and then I can see. Okay, so this, yes, they are a Chamber of Commerce member, Quick grab and go Mexican fusion restaurant catering to all age groups, serving burritos, quesadillas, yada. Just that description. You see this description. There's no photos. Okay, like what else do they have? What else do they do? Do they cater? They cater to all age groups, but do they do catering? What else do they do? What else do they offer? There's no social media on here. I don't think there's a phone number on here. Whether you have a phone number or not, there's still so much to have to fulfill on this business listing. And so the amount of website traffic that they've gotten to this page, they could convert a whole lot more of those potential visitors into paying clients, customers, or patients as long as they fill out their business directory. Mr. Handyman, let's go here. Mr. Handyman, once again, a handyman. They are doing, who knows what it is, like they're doing home repairs, installations, maintenance service. So even if 3 people, let's say 3 people was looking for a handyman, they landed on this business listing, they read their business description, and they said, hey, you know what? I need a handyman. And that's what, $1,000 of revenue, because handyman services are not cheap. They're not cheap. Small job can be $1,000 easily. And so how many hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, has this business listing on the Chamber of Commerce generated for Mr. Handyman? That is the beautiful thing. Skeena Gold and Silver, Freelance Automotive. Now, one thing I know about Freelance Automotive is they don't have a website. They don't have a website, but you want the information, and what is it that they do? Let's see, Jerry's No Frills, Bulkley Valley Wholesale. These are all the businesses that are ranked the most visited on the business directory. And these can change depending on how well you fill out your business listing. Northern Lights Rotary, LB Paving, Hudson Titan Performance. Unfortunately, I believe that they are closed. And what else do we have? Gentleman's Grooming Company. Okay, so these guys, I'm pretty sure that they are, yeah, they're a Chamber of Commerce, okay? So here, we've got Ladies and Gentlemen's Hair Studio. They've got one photo, not a very good photo, I'll be honest. They have 0 business description, so you're not telling me what you do, okay? Hair studio. Do you do beards? Do you do eyebrows? Do you do facials? Like, there's so many questions that somebody could have, and if you don't have those questions answered on your business listing, in your business description, then they're probably going to go to somebody else. So that is the importance. They do have their phone number, their website, email, and all that, Facebook, and that's great. But there's so much more that they could be utilizing in this, because once this is built, you've got photos, you can add videos. I've seen them in videos. They just got a good video done by Explore Smithers, which was awesome, I'm pretty sure. And so there's a lot that they could do. Chickadee Garden Center, Peaks and Poutine Shack. We've got Smithers Acupuncture, Accounting on Broadway. So the thing is that if we go to Google once again, commercial driver training, like I said, we've got Ultimate West Coast Training, Smithers District Chamber. What else can we put in here? Let's say hair studio or haircut. Haircut, Smithers. Ladies and Gentlemen's Hair Studio, perfect. We got that up here. Danny Boy's Barbershop, Steelheads. Ladies and Gentlemen's, this is the business directory right here. And so if I click onto there, that's where people are ending up right here. So this is the business directory, okay? And this is huge for people who, you're already a Chamber of Commerce member. As you can see, people are using this. We've got thousands of views on this website because people are using this. And so this is, the more people use this, the more people fill out their website, their business listing. And the more that you understand how beneficial this is, like if you hired me and you came to me and you said, Nathan, here is $10,000, we want to upgrade our online presence, I would come into here, and one of the things that I would do is I would fill out your business listing to the absolute max. I would make sure that you had a great business description, you had photos, you had all your contact information in there, you had, if you have any videos, I would make sure your videos are in there. If you had a virtual tour, I'd make sure your virtual tour is in there. I would fill that thing out top to bottom. Why? Because it is that beneficial. That is why. That's why if you came to me and you gave me $10,000 to help you out, that is one of the things that I would do, and I would make sure that this thing was fully complete. That is how valuable it is. I cannot stress enough how valuable your business listing is here. Many businesses, they just see this and they're like, yeah, it's great. There's my name, there's my website, there's my phone number. You have no photos, you have no videos, you have no social media, you have no business description on there, you have nothing. And you're basically throwing money away is what you're doing, because people are going here. And the better that you fill this out, the better that you are going to convert those visitors and get more revenue for your business. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about the business listing, because as you saw in one of the examples, the business listing was outranking a business's website, and there's a very good reason as to that, because there's things that you have to do in order to a website, to a business listing, in order to have more authority. Because your business website should be up here, and then your Facebook listing, your business directory on the Chamber of Commerce should be down here. Your business website should be up here. So why is it that it's opposite? Because there's things that need to be done in order to be able to accomplish that. And so that is why when people come to me and they say, hey Nathan, we need a website, how much does a website cost? And I will most likely say that a website is going to cost you at least $10,000. You can get a website for $500 if you really wanted to. Go ahead. It's not going to do you any good, but it's another story. But yes. Anyways, like I said, I can't stress enough how important filling this business directory, this business listing out is. I'll say it again. If you came to me with $10,000 and you said, Nathan, I want help with improving our whole online presence, one of the things that I would do, that I would make sure of, is that your business listing on the Chamber of Commerce website here was fully complete. Absolutely, top to bottom. That is one of the things that I would make sure 100%, because I know how important it is. And if you are a business owner and you want to make sure that you are not leaving money on the table, you're not pushing customers to your competition, and you want to convert more clients, customers, or patients over, you need to understand just how valuable this business listing is. It's not just text and a couple of photos online. There's so much more that goes in between this. So hopefully I can get that message across to you. Hopefully you understand it. And if you need help with filling out your business listing, you can reach out to me, Nathan at 360 Gallery, or you can reach out to the Smithers Chamber of Commerce. They'll get you in touch with me, yada yada. And I will most likely be putting together another video about how to really optimize your photos, your videos, your business listing, everything top to bottom, so that you can be found and getting the most out of your business listing here. So anyways, I don't know how long this video is. I know it's long. It's 30 minutes long. Okay. That's it. That's all.